No man at door to hold my stirrup or to take my horse. Where's Nathaniel? Gregory! Philip! Here, sir. You unpolished, lager-headed grooms. What? No attendance? No regard? No duty? Oh, where's the foolish knave I sent before?
Oh, here, sir. As foolish as I ever was.
Oh, you peasant swain, you wholesome old horse drudge. Did I not bid thee to meet me at the park and bring these rascal knaves with thee?
Walter's coat was all undone in the back. And Nathaniel's pumps were all unpinked in the heel. There was no link to colour Peter's hat. And Gabriel's dagger would not come from sheathing. But as we are, here we are to meet you.
Go, rascals, go and fetch my supper in. Where is the life that I have led? Where are those? Sit down, Kate, welcome in. What, can I have some water when? Oh, ouch, you villain, you plucked my foot awry. Here, take that. And then the plucking of the other. Where is my spaniel, Troilus? Sarah, get thee hence. And bid my cousin Ferdinand come hither. One Kate you must kiss and be acquainted with. Here's some water. Where are my slippers? Wash, Kate, and welcome heartily. What? Will you let it fall?
Patience.
You awesome villain.
I pray thee, husband, be not so. It was a fault, unwilling.
Oh, you whoresome, flap-eared, beetle-headed knave. Sit down, Kate. You must have stomach. Will you give thanks, sweet Kate, or else shall I? What is this? Mutton?
I.
Who brought it?
I.
'Tis burnt, and so is all the meat. What dogs are these? Where is the rascal cook? How durst you villains bring it from the dresser and serve it to me who loves it not? There, to you. Oh. You whoresome villains and unmannered slaves. What? Do you grumble? I'll be with you straight.
I pray thee, husband, be not so disquiet. The meat was well, if you were so contented.
I tell thee, Kate, was burnt and dried away, and I am expressly forbid to touch it, for it engenders choler and planteth anger. And it was better if both of us did fast, since of ourselves are choleric, than serve it with such over-roasted flesh. Be patient. Tomorrow shall be mended. As for this night, 'twere better that both of us did fast. Come, let me take thee to thy bridal chamber.
Just else to the like. You further on your.
Where is he?
In her chamber, making a sermon of constancy to her, and rails and swears and rates that she, poor soul, knows not where to stand, to look, to speak. And so she sits as one newly risen from a dream. But away, free comes hither!
Where are those in my bed? Thus, I have politically begun my reign. It is my hope to end successfully. My falcon is now sharp and passing empty, and until she stoop, she must not be full gorged, for then she never looks upon her lord. Another way I have to man my haggard to make her come and know her keeper's call, that is, to watch her. As we watch these kites, that bait and beat and will not be obedient. She ate no meat today, nor none shall eat. Last night she slept not, nor tonight she shall not. And as with the meat some undeserved fault, I'll find about the making of the bed. Here I'll fling the pillows, there the bolster, this way the coverlet, another way the sheets. Amid this hurry I intend, and all done in reverent care for her. And in conclusion, she will watch all night. And if she chance to nod, I'll rail and brawl, and with the humor keep her still away. This is how to kill a wife. With kindness. He that knows a better way to tame a shrew, now let him speak. Tis charity to show.
Tell me, Licio, is it possible that Bianca doth fancy anyone else but Lucentio? I tell you, sir, she bears me well in hand.
Sir, to satisfy you with all I have said, stand by your way and mark the manner of his teaching.
Now, mistress, profit you in what you read.
What, master, read you? First, resolve me that.
I read that I profess the art of love.
And may you prove, sir, master of your art.
Will you, sweet dear, prove mistress of my heart?
Quick proceeders, Mary. Now tell me, you who durst swear your fair mistress loved none in the world so well as Lucentio.
Oh, despiteful love, unconstant womankind, I tell thee, Licio, this is wonderful.
Mistake no more. I am not Licio, nor a Scottish musician, as I appear to be, but rather one who scorned to live in this disguise. For such a one as leaves a gentleman and makes a god of such a cullion. Know you, sir, that I am called Hortensio.
Signor Hortensio, I have heard of your entire affection to Bianca, and now that my eyes are witness to her likeness, I will, with you, if you be so contented, to forswear her love forever.
See how they kiss at court. Signor Lucentio, here is my hand, and here I do firmly vow never to woo her more, but to forswear her as one unworthy of the former favors I have fondly flattered her withal.
And here I make the like unfeigned oath to never marry her, though she would entreat. Fie, see how beastly she doth court on him.
Would all the world but he had quite forsworn. For me, so that I may surely keep mine oath, I will be married to a wealthy widow ere 3 days past, who hath as long loved me as I have loved this proud, disdainful haggard. And so farewell, Signor Lucentio. kindness in women, not their beauteous looks, shall win my love. And so I take my leave. Congratulations, as I swore before.
Oh, Mistress Bianca! Oh, bless you, of such a case as longeth to a lover's grace. Oh, what, my love, have I caught you napping? And hath forsworn you with Hortensio.
Tranio, you jest. But have you both forsworn me?
Mistress, we have.
Then we are rid of Licio.
But you'll be wooed and wedded to a lusty widow in a day.
Oh, God give him joy.
Aye, he'll tame her.
He says so, Tranio.
Aye, he has gone into the taming school.
What? The taming school? Is there such a place?
Aye, and Petruchio is the master that teaches tricks. 11 and 20 long to tame a shrew and charm her chattering tongue.
Master! Master!
I watched along the iron doggery, but at last I spied an ancient angel coming down the hill. Will serve the turn.
What is he, Gandela?
Master, a martinet. Or a pedant. I know not what formal and apparel. Engage in countenance, surely like a father.
And what of him, Tranio?
If ye be credulous and trust my tale, I make him glad to see Vincentio, and will make assurance to Batista, as if he were the right Vincentio. Now go. Taking your love, let me alone.
God save you, sir!
And you, sir, you are most welcome. Travel you far, or are you at the farthest?
At the farthest for a week or two, and then up farther still, as far as Rome, and then on to Tripoli, if God may give me strength.
What countryman, I pray?
Oh, Mantua.
Oh, Mantua, sir. Mary, God forbid, careless of your life!
My life? How so, sir? For Sacco's sword.
'Tis death for anyone imagined to come to Padua. No, you know the cause. Oh, your ships are stayed in Venice, and the Duke, in private quarters, your Duke and him have published it and proclaimed it openly. 'Tis a marvel. But you are newly come, and might not have heard it proclaimed about.
It is worth for me than so, sir, for I have bills of money here for exchange, which I must deliver.
This I'll do for you, and this I'll advise you.
Ooh.
But first, tell me, have you ever been to Pisa?
Aye, in Pisa I've often in Pisa I've often been, yes. Pisa is renowned for great citizens.
Know you one there called Vincentio?
I know him not, but I have heard of him, a merchant of incomparable wealth.
Well, sooth to say, you doth resemble him in countenance.
Oh.
As much as an apple doth an oyster.
And to save your life in this extremity, this favor I'll do for his sake, that think it not the worst of your fortunes to be like Sir Vincentio. His name and credit you shall undertake, and his house you shall be friendly lodged. Look to you as you should. Do you understand me, sir? You will not leave the city till your business is finished. If this be courtesy, sir, accept of it.
Sir, I do, and I will forever hold you the patron of my life and liberty.
Then go with me. But first, to make the matter good so that you understand, my father is looked for here every day in the city to pass assurance and a dower twixt myself and Batista's youngest daughter. In all this I'll instruct you. Now, come, let us clothe you as becomes you.
forsooth, I dare not for my life.
The more my wrong, the more his spite appears. What, did he marry me to famish me? Beggars that come unto my father's door upon entreaty have a present alms. If not, elsewhere they meet with charity. But I, who never knew how to entreat, nor never needed that I should entreat, am starved for meat, giddy for lack of sleep, with oaths kept waking and with brawling fed. And that which spites me more than all these wants, he does it under name of perfect love. For who should say if I should sleep or eat, 'twere deadly sickness or else present death. I pray thee, go, get me some repast. I care not what, so it be wholesome food.
What say you to a neat's foot?
Oh, 'tis passing good, I pray thee let me have it.
Nay, I fear 'tis too caloric a meat. How say you to a fat tripe finely broiled?
Oh, I like it well, good Grumio, fetch it me.
I know not, I fear 'tis caloric. What say you to a piece of beef and mustard?
A dish I do love to feed upon.
The mustard is too hot a little.
Why then the beef and let the mustard rest?
Nay! If you'll not have the mustard, you'll get no beef of Grumio.
Then both, or one, or anything thou wilt.
Well then, the mustard without the beef.
Ow!
Ow!
Get
Oh,
ow! That false deluding slave that feeds me with the very name of meat. Sorrow on thee and all the pack of you that triumph thus upon my misery. Go, get thee gone, I say!
How fares my Kate? What? Sweeting all amort?
Mistress, what cheer?
Faith, as cold as can be.
Then pluck up thy spirits and look cheerfully upon me. Here, love, see how diligent I am to dress the meat myself and bring it thee. I'm sure, Kate, this kindness merits thanks. What? Not a word. And thou lovest it not, and all my pains is sorted to no proof. Here, take away the dish.
I pray thee let it stand.
Even the poorest service is repaid with thanks. And so shall mine, before you touch the meat.
I thank you, sir.
Fine, Petruchio, you are to blame. Come, Mistress Kate, I'll bear thee company.
Eat it up all, Hortensia, thou lovest me. Much good ado unto thy gentle heart. Kate, eat apace. We will unto thy father's, and revel it as bravely as the best, with silken coats and caps and golden rings, with ruffs and cuffs and farthingales and things, with scarves and fans and double change of bravery and amber bracelets, beads, and all this knavery. What? Hast thou dined? The tailor stays thy leisure to deck your body with her ruffled treasure. Come, tailor, let us see these ornaments. Lay forth the gown. How goes with you, dear?
Is the cap your worship did bespeak?
'Tis moulded on a porridge, a velvet dish, fine, fine. 'Tis lewd and filthy. Why, 'tis a cockle, a walnut shell, a knackatoy, a trick, a baby's cap. Away with it, come. Let me have a bigger.
I'll have no bigger. This don't fit the time. And gentle women wear such caps as these.
And when you are gentle, you shall have one. And not until then.
That'll not be in haste.
Why, sir, I trust I may have leave to speak, and speak I will. I am no child, no babe. Your betters have endured me say my mind, and if you cannot, best you stop your ears. My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, or else my heart concealing it will break. And rather than it shall, I will be free, even to uttermost as I please in words.
Well, thou sayest it true. It is a paltry cap, a custard coffin, a bauble, a silken pie. I love thee well, in that thou likes it not.
Love me or love me not, I like the cap, and it I will have, or I will have none.
Why, come, Taylor, let us see the gown. Oh, dear mercy, God, what nasty stuff is here? What? What's this, a sleeve? This like a demi cannon. What? Up and down carved like an apple tart. What, slip and nip and cut and slish and slash like a tailor? A censor in a barber shop. What in the devil's name, Taylor? Cost thou this?
I see she's like to have neither cap nor gown.
You bid me make it orderly and well, according to the fashion and the time.
Marry indeed, but if you be remembered, I did not bid thee mar it to the time. Go hop me over every kennel home. You shall hop without my custom, dear, for I'll have none of it. Therefore make your best of it.
Oh, I never saw better fashion gown, more quaint, more pleasing, nor more commendable. Belike you mean to make a puppet of me.
Why, she aims to make a puppet of thee.
She says your worship means to make a puppet of her.
Oh, monstrous arrogance. Thou thread, thou thimble, thou yard, 3/4, half yard, quarter nail, thou flea, thou knit, thou winter cricket, thou! Braved in my own house with ski and thread. Away, thou rag, thou quantity, thou remnant. Shall I bemeet thee with thy yard? Or shall thou think on prating whilst thou livest? I tell thee, that thou hast marred her gown.
Your worship is deceived. The gown is made just as my master had direction. Grumio gave me the order how it should be done.
I gave no order, I gave her the stuff.
But how did you desire it should be made?
Mine, with needle and thread.
Do not request to have it cut.
Thou hast faced many things.
I have.
Then face not me. Thou hast braved many men, but brave not me. I bid your master cut out the gown. I did not bid him cut it to pieces. Ergo, thou liest.
But why? Here is the note of the fashion to testify.
Read it.
It lies in throat if it says I did.
Imprimis, a loose-bodied gown.
Master, if ever I said, a loose-bodied gown, then sew me up in the skirts of it and beat me to death with a bottom of brown thread. I said, a gown.
Proceed.
With a small compassed cape.
I confess the case.
With a trunk sleeve.
I confess 2 sleeves.
The sleeves curiously cut.
Aye, there's the villainy.
Oh, it's errand bill, sir, errand bill. Hey, I bid that the sleeves be cut out and sewn up again. And that I will prove against thee, though thy little finger be armed in a thimble. And
This is true that I say, and I have thee in place where thou shouldst know it.
oh, I am for thee straight. Keep thou the bill and give me thy meat yard and spare me not.
God have mercy, Grumio, then she shall have no eyes.
In short, my dear, the gown is not for me.
You're right there, sir. It's for my mistress.
Go, take it up into thy master's use.
Villain! Take up my mistress's gun for thy master's use.
Why, sir? What's your conceit in that?
All the very deepest conceit, sir. Take up my mistress's gun for my master's use. Oh, fine.
What is to say that we see the tailor paid? Get that thee hence, be gone and say no more.
Tailor, I'll pay thee for thy gown tomorrow. Take no unkindness of his hasty words. Commend me to thy master. Go, please.
Well, come now, Kate, we will unto thy fathers, even in these honest, mean habiliments. Our purses shall be proud, our garments poor, for 'tis the mind that makes the body rich. As the sun breaks through the darkest cloud, so honor appeareth in the meanest habit. What? Is the jay more precious than the lark because his feathers are more beautiful? Or the adder better than the eel because his painted skin contents the eye? Alas, good Kate, neither of for the worse. For this poor furniture and mean array, if thou account'st the shame, lay it on me. And therefore, frolic. We will henceforth forth to feast and sport us at thy father's coming. Let us straight to him. We'll take the horses to Land Lane's End, then we will mount and thither on foot. Let's see, I think it is 7 o'clock, and we may well come there by dinner time.
I dare assure you, sir, 'tis almost 2, and 'twill be supper time ere we come there.
It shall be 7 ere we go to horse. Look what I speak or do or think to do. You're still crossing it. I will not go today. And if ever I do, it should be 1 o'clock, I say it is.
Why? So this gallant will command the sun.
This is the house, sir? Please you that I call.
Aye, well, what else would you? But, be I deceived, I fear that Signor Baptista may recall me from when we were lodgers in Genoa 20 years ago at the Pegasus.
It is well. Just hold your own in any case, with such austerity as longeth to a father.
I warrant you. But here comes your boy. It would be best that he was schooled.
Fear not him. Sirrah. Biondello, I charge you that you do your duty thoroughly. Pretend as he were the right Vincentio.
Touch fear not me.
Did you do your errand for Batista?
I told him that your father was at Venice, and that you spent this day looking for him in Padua.
Thou art a tall fellow. Hold thee that to a drink. Oh, there goes Batista. Oh, sir, to thy countenance. Signor Batista, hola, this is the man that I spoke of now. Do me good, father. Win me Bianca for my patrimony.
Soft, son. By your leave, having come to Padua to gather in some debt,
I have been made acquainted by my son Lucentio of a weighty course of love between himself and your daughter. Yes. And for the good report I hear of you, Signor Baptista, and for the love he beareth your daughter and she to him, and not to stand him too long, I am content in a good father's care to have him so matched. Yes, and if you would like no worse than I, then by some agreement me you shall find willing and able with one consent to have her so bestowed. For curious I cannot be with you, Signor Baptista, of whom I hear so well.
Sir, please pardon what I must say. Your plainness and your shortness please me well. Right true it is that your son Lucentio here does love my daughter, and she doth love him. Or both dissemble deeply their affection. Therefore, if you say no more than this, that like a father you will deal with him, and pass my daughter a suitable dower, the match is made. All is done. Your son shall have my daughter with my consent.
Oh, Signor Batista, I thank you. Now, where will be a fight at such assurances? Are the parts agreements stand?
Not at my house, Lucentio, for, you know, pitchers have ears, and I have many servants. Besides, old Grumio may be hearkening still, and happily we might be interrupted.
Then at my lodging. And like you, there doth my father lie, and there will pass the night pleasantly and well. We'll get your daughter by your servant here, and my boy will fetch the scrivener presently. The worst is this, that upon such slender notice, you are like to have a slender pittance.
It likes me well. Cambio, hie you home, and bid Bianca make her ready straight. And if you will, tell what hath happened. How Lucentio's father has arrived in Padua, and how she's like to be Lucentio's wife.
I pray the gods she may with all my heart.
Darling, not with the gods, get thee gone! Follow me, sir. Your small mess is like to be a cheer, but we'll better it in Pisa.
I follow you.
Cambio,
How now, Biondello?
you saw my master laugh and wink upon you?
Biondello, what of that?
Faith nothing, but has left me here to expound the meaning or moral of his signs and tokens.
I pray thee, moralize.
Baptista is safe, talking with the deceiving father of a deceitful son.
And what of him?
His daughter is to be brought by you to supper.
And then?
The old priest at St. Luke's church is at your command at all hours.
And what of all this?
I cannot say, except that they are busied about a counterfeit assurance. Take you assurance of her, cum privilegio ad imprimentum. To the church, take the priest, clerk, and some sufficient honest witnesses. If this be not what you want, I have no more to say. But bid Bianca farewell forever and a day.
Oh, hearest thou, Biondello?
I cannot tarry. For I knew a wench married in an afternoon as she went to the garden for parsley, and to stuff a rabbit. And so may you, sir. And so do, sir. My master hath appointed me to go to St. Luke's church and bid the priest ready to come against you. Come with your appendix.
I may and will, if she be so contented. She will be pleased, then wherefore shall I doubt? Hap what hap may, I'll roundly go without her. It shall go hard if Cambio go without her.
God's name, come on towards our fathers. Good Lord, how bright and goodly shines the moon.
The moon? The sun, it is not moonlight now.
I say it is the moon that shines so bright.
I know it is the sun that shines so bright.
And now by my mother's son, and that's me, it shall be moon or star or whatever I list or ere I go to your father's. Take the horses back again. So crossed, always crossed.
Say as he says that we shall never go.
Forward, I pray, since we have come so far, and be it moon or sun or what you please, and if you please to call to rush candle, henceforth it shall be so for me.
I say it is the moon that shines so bright.
I know it is the moon that shines so bright.
You lie! It is the blessed sun!
Then God be blessed, it is the blessed sun. But sun it is not when you say it is not, and the moon changes even as your mind, and that which you will have it named even that it is, and so it shall be so for Catherine.
Petruchio, go thy way, the field is won.
Well, forward, thus the ball should run, and not unluckily against the bias, but soft. Company is coming here. Good morrow, gentle mistress. Where away? Tell me, sweet Kate, and tell me truly too, hast thou beheld a fresher gentlewoman? Such war of white and red within her cheeks. What stars do spangle heaven with such beauty as those two eyes become that heavenly face? Fair lovely maid, once more good day to thee. Sweet Kate, embrace her for her beauty's sake.
He will make the man mad to make a woman of him.
Young, budding virgin, fair and fresh and sweet, whither away, or where is thy abode? Happy the parents of so fair a child, happier the man whom favorable stars allots thee for his lovely bedfellow.
How now, sweet Kate? I hope thou art not mad. This is a man, old, wrinkled, faded, withered, and our maiden, as thou say'st he is.
Pardon, old father, my mistaking eyes that have been so bedazzled with the sun, that everything I look on seemeth green. Now I perceive thou art a reverend father. Pardon, I pray thee, for my mad mistaking.
Do good, old grandsire, and tell us which way thou travellest, if along with us will be joyous of thy company.
Fair sir, and you, my merry mistress, that with your strange encounter much amazed me. My name is called Vincentio, my dwelling Pisa, and bound I am to Padua, there to visit a son of mine, which long I have not seen.
What is his name?
Lucentio, gentle sir.
And now by law, as well as reverend age, I may entitle thee my loving father. The sister to my wife, this gentlewoman, thy son by this hath married. Wonder not, nor be not grieved. She is of good esteem, a worthy birth, and wealthy dowry besides, so qualified as may beseem the spouse of any noble gentleman. Come, let me embrace old Vincentio. Wander we to see thy honest son, who will of thy arrival be full joyous.
But is it true? Or else is it your pleasure, like pleasant travelers, to break a jest upon the company you overtake?
I do assure thee, father, so it is.
Come, go and see the truth thereof, for our first merriment has made thee jealous.
Well, Petruchio, this hath put me in heart. How to my widow? If she be forward, thou hath taught Hortensio to be untoward.
Sing
sir, for the priest is ready.
I fly, Biondello, but they may chance to need thee at home. Therefore, leave us.
I'll see the church I are back and then go back to my masters as soon as I can.
I marvel that Candio comes not all the while.
Here is the door. This is Lucentio's house. My father's bears more toward the marketplace. I think the rest must die, and here I leave you, sir.
You shall not choose but drink before you go. I think I shall command your welcome here, and by all likelihood, some cheer is toward.
They're busy within. You best not louder. Who is that would knock on it to break down the gate?
Is Senior Lucentio within, sir?
He is within, but not to be spoken to withal.
What if a man bring him £100 or two to make merry withal?
Oh, you can keep your £100. He shall walk for nothing whilst I live.
Nay, I told you your son was well not in Padua. Do you hear, sir? Let frivolous circumstances lie. I pray thee, tell Signor Lucentio that his father has come from Pisa and is here at the front door to speak with him.
Oh, you liar! His father has come from Padua and is here looking out of the window.
Art thou his father?
Aye! So his mother tells me if I may believe her.
Oh, no, gentlemen, 'tis flat out knavery to take you upon another man's name.
Oh, they hand on the villain. I fear he means the chosen somebody in the city under my countenance.
I've seen them in the church together. God sent him good shipping. But who was here? Mine old master Vincentio. For you're all undone and brought to nothing.
Come hither, crackhand!
I hope I made shoes, sir.
Come hither, you rogue! What? Have you forgot me?
Forgot you? No, sir, I can never forget you. I've never saw you before in all my life.
What? You notorious villain! Didst thou never see thy master's father, Vincentio?
Oh, my old worshipful old master. See there, he looks out the window.
Is it so indeed?
Help! He's a madman who murdered me!
Help, Signora Pisa!
Come, Kate, let us sit aside and see an end to this controversy.
What are you that offers to beat at my serving?
What am I, sir? Nay! What are you, sir? Oh, immortal gods! Oh, fine villain! A tailored suit, a cashmere sweater, and a fancy hat? Oh, I am undone. I am undone. While I play the good husband at home, my son and my servant spend all at the university.
Oh, no. What's the matter?
What? Is the man a lunatic?
Sir, by your habit you appear to be a noble and sober gentleman, eh? But your words prove you to be a madman, for what concerns you if I have a tailored suit and a cashmere sweater and a fine hat? I have my father to thank for maintained for it.
Thy father? Oh, villain, he is a sailmaker in Bergamo.
Oh, you mistake, sir. You mistake, sir. But pray, what name do you think he goes by?
His name? As if I knew not his name. I have brought him up ever since he was 3 years old, and his name is Tranio.
Away! Away, badass! Yes! His name is Lucentio, and he is the son and heir of all my lands to me, Signor Vincentio!
Lucentio? Oh, he hath murdered his master. Lay hold on him. I charge you in the Duke's name. Oh, my son. My son. Tell me, thou villain, where is my son
Hold it, officer! I will get this man kept in the jail! No! Mr. Batista, I pray that you charge him for coming!
Carry me to the jail.
He shall not go to prison.
Talk not, Signor Gremio. I say he goes to prison.
Take heed, Signor Batista, lest you be coney taxed in this business. I dare swear this is the right Vincentio.
Does thou swear?
Nay, I dare not swear it.
And thou were dare to say that I was not the right Lucentio!
Yes, I know thee to be the right Lucentio.
Away with the dotard to the jail with him.
Thus strangers may be hailed and abused. Oh, monstrous villain!
Yonder he is! Deny him! Forswear him, or we're all undone!
Pardon, sweet father.
Lives my sweet son!
Pardon, dear father.
How hast thou offended? Where's Lucentio?
Here is Lucentio, right son to the right Vincentio, who have by marriage made thy daughter mine, while supposed counterfeits did clear thine eyes.
Now here's packing with a witness to deceive us all.
Where is that damned villain Tranio that faced and brayed me in this matter so?
Tell me, is not this my Cambio?
Cambio is changed into Lucentio.
Love wrought these miracles. Bianca's love made me exchange my state with Tranio while he did bear my countenance in the town. And happily I've arrived at last unto the wished haven of my bliss. What Tranio did, myself enforced him to do. Then pardon him, sweet father, for my sake.
I'll slit the villain's nose that would have sent me to the jail.
Do you hear, sir? Have you married my daughter without first asking my good will?
Fear not, Baptista. We will continue. Go to. But I will end to be revenged for this villainy.
And I to sound the depth of this knavery.
Look not pale, Bianca. Thy father shall not frown.
My case is done. And yet, I'll eat among the rest, out of hope of all, but my share of the feast.
Husband, let's follow to see the end of this ado.
Kiss me, Kate. And we will.
What? In the midst of the street?
Art thou ashamed of me?
Oh no, sir, God forbid. But ashamed to kiss.
Well, back to the house.
Nay, I will give thee a kiss. Now pray thee, love, stay.
Is this not well? Come, sweet Kate. Better once than never, or never too late.
Thank you.
At last, though long, our jarring notes agree. And time it is when raging war is done to smile at scapes and perils overblown. Bianca, bid my father welcome, while I, with self-same kindness, welcome mine. Brother Petruchio, sister Katharina, and now Hortensio with thy loving widow. Feast with the best and welcome to my house. Our banquet is to close our stomachs up after our great good cheer. For now, we sit as well as drink.
Nothing but sit and drink and drink.
Padua affords this kindness, son Petruchio.
Padua affords nothing. But what is kind?
I would for all our sakes that word were true.
Now, by my word, Hortensio fears his widow.
You never trust me if I be afeard.
You're very sensible, yet you miss my sense. I mean, Hortensio is afeard of you.
He that is giddy makes the world turn round.
Roundly replied,
Mistress, how mean you that?
Thus I conceive by him.
oh, conceived by me. How likes Hortensio that?
My widow says, thus she conceives her tale.
Ah, very well mended. Kiss him for that, good widow.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round. I pray thee, tell me what you mean by that.
Your husband, being troubled with a shrew, measures my husband's sorrow by his woe. And now you know my meaning.
A very mean meaning.
Right. I mean you.
And I am mean indeed, respecting you.
To her, Kate.
To her, widow.
100 crowns, my Kate does take her down.
That's my office.
Ah, spoken like an officer. Out to thee, lad.
What do you say, Premier, to these quick-witted folks? Believe me, sir, they butt together well.
Head and butt. And hasty-witted body would say their head and butt were head and horn.
Aye, Mistress Bride, hath that awakened you?
Aye, but frighted me not, therefore I'll sleep again.
No, you shall not. Since you have begun, have at you a bit of jest or two.
Am I your bird? I mean to shift my bush, and then pursue me as you would draw your bow. You are welcome all.
She has prevented me. Signor Tranio, this bird you aimed at, though you hit her not. Therefore, a health to all those that shot and missed.
No, Lucentio let me loose like a greyhound that catches for his master.
Good swift simile, but something cuttish.
Oh, well, 'tis well that you hunted for yourself, for it said that your deer holds you at bay.
Oh, Petruchio, Tranio hits you now.
I thank thee for that, good Trani.
Confess, hath he not hit you there?
Yes, little galled me, I confessed, and as the jest glanced away from me, 'tis 10 to 1 it hit you two outright.
Now, in good sadness, son Petruchio, methinks you have the veriest shrew of all.
Well, I say no. Therefore, for assurance, let's each send unto his wife, and he whose wife is most obedient to come when he doth call for her, to first come when he doth call for her, shall win the wager which we shall propose.
Content. What's the wager?
20 crowns.
20 crowns. I'll venture so much on my hawk or hound, but 20 times as much upon my wife.
100 then.
Content.
A match, 'tis done.
Who begins?
That will I. Go, Biandello. Bid your mistress come to me.
I go. Son, I'll be your half that Bianca comes.
Well, I'll have no halves. I'll bear it all myself. How now? What news?
Sir, my mistress sends you word that she is busy and she will not come.
Oh, she is busy and she will not come. Oh. Is that an answer?
Aye, and the kind one. Pray God, sir, your wife not give you worse.
I hope better.
Sirrah, Biendello, go and tell my wife I entreat her to come to me.
Oh, you must entreat her. She needs must come.
I'm afraid so. Your wife will not be moved. Entreat her how you may. Now, where's my wife?
She says you have a goodly jest in hand. She will not come. She bids you come to her.
Oh, worse and worse. Oh, vile and tolerable. Not to be endured. She will not come. Sirrah Grumio. Now, yes, I want you to go to your mistress and say, I command her to come to me.
I know her answer.
What?
She will not.
The foul of fortune mine, and there an end.
By my holiday, here comes Katharina.
What is your will, sir, that you send for me?
Catherine, where is your sister and Hortensio's wife?
They are within.
Well, fetch them hither. And if they deny come, swinge me them soundly into their husbands. Away, I say, and bring them hither straight.
Here is a wonder if you talk of a wonder.
Indeed it is. I wonder what it bodes.
Marry, peace it bodes. And love. Quiet life and awful rule and right supremacy. And to be sure, what not that's sweet and happy.
Fair befall thee, good Petruchio, the wager thou hast won, and I will add unto their losses 20,000 crowns, another dowry for another daughter, for she is changed as she had never been.
I'll win my wager better yet, and show more sign of her obedience, her new-built virtue and obedience. See where she comes with your froward wives as prisoners to her womanly persuasion. Catherine, that cap, it becomes you not. Off with that bauble. They're it underfoot.
Lord, never give me cause to sigh lest I should ever come to such a silly pass.
Fie, what foolish duty call you this?
I would that your duty were as foolish too. The wisdom of your duty, fair Bianca, hath cost me 100 crowns since supper time.
The more fool you for laying on my duty.
Catherine, I charge thee, tell these headstrong women what duty they owe their lords and husbands.
Oh, come, you're mocking. We will have no telling.
I say she can. And first, begin with her.
She shall not.
I say she shall. Begin with her.
Fie. Unknit that threatening, unkind brow, and dart not scornful glances from those eyes to wound thy lord, thy king, thy governor. It blots thy beauty as frost dew bites the meads, confounds thy fame as whirlwind shake fair buds, and in no sense is meet or amiable. A woman moved is like a fountain troubled, muddy, ill-seeming, thick, bereft of beauty. And while it is so, none so dry or thirsty would deign to sip or touch one drop of it. Thy husband is thy lord, thy life, thy keeper, thy head, thy sovereign, one that cares for thee, and for thy maintenance commits his body to painful labor, both by sea and land, to watch the night in storms, the days in cold, whilst thou liest warm at home, secure and safe, and craves no other tribute at thy hands but love, fair looks, and true obedience. Too little payment for so great a debt. Such duty as a subject owes the prince, even such a woman oweth to her husband. And when she is froward, peevish, sullen, sour, and not obedient to his honest will, what is she but a foul contending rebel and graceless traitor to thy loving will? I am ashamed that women are so simple to offer war when they should kneel for peace, or seek for rule, supremacy, and sway when they are bound to serve, love, and obey. Why are our bodies soft and weak and smooth, unapt to toil and trouble in the world? But that our soft conditions and our hearts should well agree with our external parts. Come, you froward and unable worms! My mind hath been as big as one of yours, my heart as great, my reason happily more, to bandy word for word and frown for frown. But now I see our lances are but straws. Our strength is weak, our weakness past compare, that seeming to be most which we indeed least are. Then veil your stomachs, for it is no boot, and place your hand below your husband's foot, in token of which duty, if he please. My hand is ready. May it do him ease.
Aye, there's a wench. Come and kiss me, Kate.
Right now, let me take you by the hand. Right now, put your lips at my command. Right now, running off to lover's land. Baby, don't you at the phone. Kiss me, close to close. Right now, baby, need your love. Desire right now. Let me break into right now. Stars are coming from the blue right now. As long as I'm with you. One time, you can be